Well, hello there. Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Today, we're examining a significant development in AI, Google's new personal intelligence feature. The core idea is to move beyond AI that simply reacts to our queries and toward an AI that can actually anticipate our needs. We're going to explore what this technology is, how it functions, and its broader implications.
Our analysis is informed by a LinkedIn article from Megan McDonough titled Google's New AI Tool Links Gmail, Search, Photos, and YouTube, published on January 14, 2026. This piece consolidates commentary from several respected figures in the field, including Edward Island, Tom Critchlow, and Bareen Childress, whose perspectives we'll be discussing throughout this overview.
We've structured our discussion into 4 parts. First, we'll define this new era of proactive AI. Then, we'll examine the mechanics of how personal intelligence works. Following that, we will address the critical debate between convenience and privacy. And finally, we'll consider what this means for the future of search.
Let's begin by contextualizing this development. To really appreciate what Google is doing with personal intelligence, it's essential to see it not as a simple update, but as a genuine paradigm shift in human-computer interaction. So what is personal intelligence? Well, fundamentally, it's an opt-in Google feature designed to connect your personal data across its ecosystem, your Gmail, Photos, YouTube, and so on. The system then reasons across this data to provide AI assistance that is not merely personalized, but truly proactive. This quote from Edward Island succinctly captures the core of this change. We are transitioning from an AI model that is reactive, waiting for our commands, to one that is proactive. In other words, we're moving away from the classic search and find model and toward a new predict and present paradigm. Now that we have a conceptual framework, let's delve into the mechanics. How, exactly, does this system integrate and process information from such disparate sources to deliver these results? The system operates on 2 primary functions. The first is reasoning, which involves synthesizing information across multiple, varied sources to form complex conclusions. The second is retrieving, which is the more straightforward task of locating and presenting specific, isolated details upon request. To illustrate the retrieving function, consider a practical use case. Imagine you need your vehicle's license plate number. Instead of manually searching, you could simply ask Gemini to retrieve it from a photo in your library. It's a targeted, efficient retrieval of a specific data point.
The reasoning function, on the other hand, tackles more sophisticated tasks. For example, in travel planning, rather than providing generic lists, Gemini could analyze your past travel patterns from emails and photos to deduce your interests and suggest genuinely personalized destinations. It's the difference between raw data and synthesized insight.
This level of functionality is undeniably powerful, but it also surfaces profound questions about data privacy. This leads us to the central tension inherent in this technology, the trade-off between convenience and privacy. On one hand, the promise is clear: uniquely tailored results, anticipated needs, and seamless integration. The benefit is a more efficient and personalized digital experience. On the other hand, this requires granting unprecedented data access, effectively placing more of our digital lives inside Google's walled garden and demanding a new level of trust. Edward Island frames the challenge accurately. He notes, the question isn't whether proactive AI will become standard, it's whether companies can build it without creeping us out. The success of this technology hinges on maintaining a delicate balance between being helpful and being intrusive. Google's stated approach to this is what they term a privacy-centered design. Key features include the system being off by default, requiring an active opt-in. It provides granular control over which applications are connected, and access can be revoked at any time. Crucially, Google asserts that personal data is only referenced for queries and not used for training its AI models. Having established the current landscape, let's consider the future trajectory. What are the long-term systemic implications of this shift? How will it reshape our fundamental understanding of information retrieval? Tom Critchlow suggests this could mark the end of an era. The concept of a universal, depersonalized search query where everyone receives a similar set of results may become obsolete. We are moving towards a future where all information is filtered through the lens of our personal data. Building on that, Bareen Childress proposes that this is a step beyond a simple chatbot. Instead, he sees it as the emergence of a true personal operating system, where AI is not just a tool you access, but the foundational layer that orchestrates your entire digital existence.
This evolution brings us to a final critical question for reflection. As AI integrates itself to become our personal operating system, how do we, as users and professionals, propose to balance the clear demands of convenience with the vital need to preserve our digital autonomy?
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. We encourage you to subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel, and please like, comment, and share this overview. It helps us reach a larger audience. We welcome your thoughts in the comments below.